Do you want an attorney, Mr. Grigsby?
No, sir.
I didn't think so.
I'm not, excuse me, I'm not, again, I'm in special appearance of Contrail Grigsby, and no.
Well, I need Contrail Grigsby. So whoever, if you're not Contrail Grigsby, then we're gonna put a warrant out. We're gonna put a warrant out for your arrest.
Well, I'm in special appearance of Contrail Grigsby, and whatever.
Right, so I have Contrail Grigsby.
Like I said, I'm in special appearance of Contrail Grigsby, and I do not need an attorney.
Hold on. Did you just say you don't need an attorney? Let's get something straight. Unless you're Contra Grigsby, that's not how it works. You can appear on your own behalf, sure, but when it comes to legal proceedings, you cannot make a special appearance for anyone else unless you are a licensed attorney. Now that we've cleared that up, Contra Grigsby, you may proceed pro se.
He do not, whatever you want to, whatever, he do not need an attorney.
City of Detroit versus Contrail Grigsby, case number SP168333921, SP1683393, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
And special appearance of Contrail Grigsby Jr., Shuri Juris and Proprio Persona.
That went over my head.
No rights. I do not waive none of my rights.
All right, Woody is today is the date and time set for a pretrial. What do you want to do with these cases?
Should be taking it. First, I want to I have added 2 pieces of documents to the court. I want to put them on a record. My affidavit of conditional acceptance and my Naturalization Act of 1779 I already had on the record. So
I want to take it. You don't see this phone? All right. What do you? Okay, that's on record. What do you want to do with these cases?
I'm fighting.
All right. So you want a trial date?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to give you a jury trial date. Let a jury of his peers determine whether his innocence or guilt. Jury trial date, in person. The trial date will be in person.
Jury trial. Can handle this. Can this right be handled in private? I request that this be handled in private.
Unfortunately for you, court hearings are public by law. Moving forward, this case is heading to a jury trial, so we likely won't see much more from it in the meantime. As for our next case, we're heading to Lake Forest Park. So let's continue.
Henry James Matter, 3A0817981.
In your honor, at this point, I would ask the court to allow me to withdraw. Mr. James did file a bar complaint against me. I feel at this point I have a conflict.
Mr. James, go ahead and activate your audio.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
Well, I have a problem understanding what's going on. So you had previous counsel with SMH. You were then given conflict counsel with Mr. Smith. Are you planning to hire private counsel?
No, ma'am. I didn't ask him to withdraw.
Yourself?
No, ma'am. I didn't ask him to withdraw. He took it upon himself to do that. I have nothing to do with me.
Did you file a bar complaint against him?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and how do you think that's going to affect your working relationship with your attorney?
He needs to do his job. It was some things that you informed him to do that he did not do. For us getting the evidence for me to prove that I didn't commit this crime that you guys got me charged with. He was supposed to get in touch with Intoxalot. You told me that he don't have to get in touch with Intoxalot. I'm of the belief that's his duty to get in touch with Intoxalot to find out what's going on. And he haven't done his job. He haven't done his job, and he made that decision. It wasn't me this time. He made this decision. I can't afford an attorney. I need another attorney.
Well, we don't have unlimited attorneys to give you. It sounds like you have issues with the attorneys that get assigned to you. And that began.
That's not my fault.
Well, it sounds like it might be something that's related to you more than the attorneys, since you've now gone through 2 attorneys. So, Mr. James, I don't know how we're going to proceed on this case. We don't have unlimited attorneys that are contracted with this court to assign to you.
That's not my fault.
Well,
if you're going to tell the attorneys that they don't have to help me, then what am I going to do? You told me in open court December the 16th that they don't have to do anything for me. I have a 6th Amendment right to be represented by attorneys.
Yes.
I highly doubt the judge told you that your attorney didn't have to do anything for you. What she likely said is that while you do have a 6th Amendment right to legal representation, that doesn't mean you get to dictate the legal strategy your attorney must follow. And if you don't agree with their approach, you always have the option to hire your own attorney.
And Mr.
And they're not doing that.
Unequivocally,
They're not
I
doing
cannot
that.
say your attorneys don't have to do anything for you. So that's just not true. And
But what was
you
you
need
referring to?
how you.
What was you referring to when you said that? When
Well,
you
I said
stated
that.
that my attorneys, what was you referring to when I told you that I needed them to get in touch with Intoxilot? These are the people that are holding me in here, bringing false charges against me. Everything they charged me with, I served my punishment on that already. With Intoxilot charging
Those are
me
2 different things, Mr. James. You are charged with driving on a suspended license. The issue is whether or not the Department of Licensing suspended your license, whether you were given notice and due process, and the information pertaining to your status, and whether you chose to drive after the fact. Those are the relevant issues. So you may have other concerns. I don't know your situation with Intoxilot. I know you have a beef with them about whether or not they conveyed information to someone. I believe that's what you've said previously.
Well, you guys are their enforcers. Y'all enforcing Intoxilot. I just spoke to DOL. They say they're not going to get involved with what's going on with me in Intoxilot.
That's right.
You can't make Intoxilot give them the
Intoxilot.
compliance.
That is not. That's whether or not you had a valid license on the date of violation is the question.
Well,
So
who's holding me in here? Who am I fighting against? Who said my license is suspended?
the Department of Licensing says that you did not have a valid license on the date of violation. I'm assuming that's what Ms. McDonald has in her file, and that's why she filed charges, and that's why they're proceeding.
Correct.
They told the DOL informed me that they didn't suspend my license. They can't make Intoxilot give them the compliance. And Intoxilot sent me a settlement letter saying if I paid $139, I will receive my license back. I paid $139. They still haven't gave me my license back. So they led me to believe if I pay this amount, they would give me my license back. The amount was paid, and they still have not gave me my license back. Now they're saying it's something else.
No, you are.
They've been playing this game with me for years.
Suspended, Mr. James, as of right now, and there's a reinstatement condition that you have ignition interlock with compliance for at least 4 months. That is
The
a
court
requirement.
said I complied. The sentencing court said I complied with the 4 months.
What citizen court? I don't know what you're talking
The
about.
court that sentenced me in Seattle District Court. Seattle District Court said I complied with my 4 months. They said they was monitoring me at the same time Intoxilot was monitoring me. They both had my car under GPS monitoring me. And the court that sentenced me to the 4 months, they said I complied with my 4 months. They said that they had a tab on me just like Intoxilot did. They said I'm finished. I talked to the clerk of court. They said they also was GPSing and monitoring my car during the same 4 months Intoxilot was. And they said I completed the 4 months. So if the court was monitoring me at the same time the Intoxilot was monitoring me for 4 months, the court said I completed it. because if the
What
court,
court are you-
otherwise,
What are you talking about?
otherwise they would have turned over.
Mr.
Otherwise,
James?
they would have notified
Mr. James,
DOL to suspend my
Mr.
license.
James, what court are you talking about? I think you hear what you want to.
King County
when you
District
talk.
Court. King County
Okay.
District Court, the court that sentenced me on the DUI charge. There is no other court, ma'am. The court that sentenced me on the DUI charge. The court that sentenced me to the 4 months compliance with the DUI. No more than 4 months. It could have been less than 4 months. It was on my court. The court that sentenced me
That was back in.
was monitoring my card.
Right? The 2015
Yes, ma'am.
case, you were sentenced in 2018.
But the court was monitoring me at the same from November to 2021 all the way to March of 2022. The court was monitoring my car as I was driving. The court that sentenced me, they say that's their job to monitor everybody they put on DUI, and they have to have that interlock device. They monitored me for the whole 4 months. The judge said I'm finished. I successfully completed it. And he said case was effectively immediately closed. Who opened it back up? Your guess was Intoxalot. They opened it back up. They went against the court's order and opened the case back up. The case was closed.
All right, now I've got a better grasp on what's really going on here. And it's exactly why he should be listening to his attorney instead of assuming he knows it all. First off, Intoxalock is an ignition interlock company, which means he was charged with a DUI at some point and was required to use their device. That DUI case was eventually closed through adjudication, and he assumed that was the end of it. But here's the catch. Because he was convicted, he now has additional obligations with the Department of Licensing to regain his driving privileges. Intoxalock has reported that he's not meeting those new requirements, which means he is currently not authorized to drive. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button. If not, feel free to hit dislike. Drop a comment below with your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe with notifications turned on so you never miss an update. I'm Justice Executed, and I'm out. See you in the next one.